Welcome back in one final time this year to the Jeff Petey Goolsby Press Box. It is time for the second place game in the Region 4 3A baseball tournament as the Upperman Bees take on the Lawrence County Wildcats. I'm Noel McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, joined by my broadcast partner Jacob Benson. Moments away from first pitch. The Bees are the road team here, so they will be at the plate first to start this ball game. And it all comes down to this. The Wildcats and the Bees, the winner moves on to Sub-State and will face Red Bank in a best-of-3 series starting on Wednesday. The loser season comes to an end. Two teams that have already played today. A 10-0 loss for the Lawrence County Wildcats over Tullahoma in the championship game. The Bees victorious 11-1 over Stone Memorial just about an hour or so ago here on this field. And Jacob, great pitching matchup late in the region tournament. It's all on the line here tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned in this one, it's win or go home. And these are two teams that are pretty familiar with each other. Played twice last year in the region tournament, bent down at Tullahoma. And Upperman won both those games, 5-3 and 8-6. So we expect this one to be pretty competitive. And it's a little bit different equation here in this tournament as well, because both sides have pitchers ready to go that they normally use. It'll be Logan Mays for Lawrence County, one of their aces on the mound. And then, of course, another ace on the other side in Chris Wersing for the Upperman Bees. It's going to be a fun one.
A lot of history between these two teams in recent years since the reclassifications, and Upperman has owned Lawrence County. Girls basketball region tournament last year. Lady Bees roll. Boys basketball region tournament last year. Bees roll. District or region tournament this year, boys basketball, close game. Ty Cobb puts on the cape. Bees roll, or Bees win, I should say. Last year, region tournament, 2 games. Bees win. Lawrence County trying to turn the tide here in this one. To do so, they're going to need a really good outing out of their lefty on the mound, Logan Mays, who gets the start. He pitched a day ago in 1 inning against Stone Memorial. 3 punch-outs, 1 walk. He was the beneficiary of a terrible strike zone a night ago. He would love one of those again today, but he's going to face an Upperman lineup that just put up an 11 spot with double-digit hits that lines up like this. Justin Fallon leads him off. He's followed up by the pitcher, Chris Wersing. Alec Wilson's the first baseman batting third. The catcher, Ricky Allison, cleans it up. Carson Shoops, the third baseman. He bats fifth. The shortstop, Juju Yano, bats sixth. The second baseman, Braden Green, in the 7th spot. Right fielder, Carson Holroyd, bats 8th. And the left fielder, Evan Huddleston, rounds out the order. For Mays, he's tasked with keeping this one low scoring. The Bees have Chris Wersing on the other side. It's an Upperman team that has made 3 straight sub-state rounds, trying to make it 4. Lawrence County trying to get there for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, and for Mays on the mound, the scouting report on him, he's got a fastball that's 80-83. It's a little two-seam action, so it's going to break away from righties into lefties. And then he's got a breaking ball that it's going to break into righties, kind of the curveball with the lefty. His number's pretty solid, 5-3 on the year, 3.10 ERA, 78 strikeouts, actually now 81 strikeouts to 36 walks in 50 innings pitched. He's given up 35 runs, only 22 of those have been earned, and the important number, a batting average against of just 209.
Justin Fallon will lead it off. He finally found the stroke. 2 singles in the last game, is all over the base paths. The winner moves on to Sub-State and is 1 step away from the spring fling. The loser season ends in the region tournament. Doesn't get much bigger than this. Lawrence County, the home team, they went through the winner's bracket, so they get to bat in the bottom half, even though it is in Baxter. And here we go. First pitch of the ball game in from Mays, and Justin Fallon sends it way up and out of play.
And you mentioned it for Lawrence County. They got beat up a little bit against Tullahoma a little earlier today. A 7-inning ball game, but did lose it 10-0. And you said errors an issue in that game. 7 errors by the Lawrence County defense.
The 0-1. That one misses a little bit up, and it's 1-1. And we're watching the zone closely here today, especially early on. Different umpiring crew than what we had the first 2 games of the day. Fallon rips this one, and Justin Fallon has found it at the plate. Another leadoff single for the Bees. He's back in his leadoff spot, and he sets the table for the pitcher, Chris Wersing.
And we've got a couple of really, really high-powered center fielders in this game with Justin Fallon and Alex Bedford on the other side. One going to Tennessee Tech, one going to Tennessee. Those 2 guys going to be big in this one.
Here's Chris Wersing climbing in, batting .391 with 25 runs batted in. Time for the team lead. He's got a speedy runner at first, but a left-handed pitcher looking right at Justin Fallon as he takes his lead. He still hasn't tried to steal a bag after battling back from the hammy injury. This one popped way up into the air by Wersing. Bedford tracking it. In center, he comes up, makes the grab, tries to throw behind Fallon. Close play, did not get it. Fallon just back in time, but that was a mistake by Justin. He was able to avoid a big double play by sliding back in.
Yeah, that would have been really, really tough if you have 2 outs there. You'd take a runner off the base path in the process as well. But again, being aggressive early on in these counts. The Bees did it against Stone Memorial. Seems like they're trying to do it again here early on against Mays.
Alec Wilson now up to 4th on the team with a .323 average, 21 RBIs. Runner at first. No, 1 out rather, as that one bounces in, 1-0. Upperman trying to rely on their postseason experience. They've been here. They've done that. They've only won 1 region in the last 3 years. They've had to fight through the lower half of the bracket over and over and over again. They're doing it again this year, but another big test. Mays with a long look towards Fallon. Here's the 1-0. That one misses outside. 2-0. And that's a good thing that that's a ball. Once again, we're watching the zone. It's going to be important today. Here comes the 2-0 from Mays. Nope, he's got to throw over, and Fallon dives back in safely. Lawrence County at 20-16, Upperman at 23-11. 7th pitch for Mays coming home. Wilson sends this one back and out of play, 2-1.
And the start to this one, we wondered if the Bees may be able to jump early and give Chris Worsing a lead. He's had to grind his last couple of outings. He's been able to win them, but it's been a grind at times.
It has. He's had to deal with a lot of base runners in his outings here recently. As the 2-1 misses upstairs, 3-1, and this is the book on Mays. He will get a little wild at times. A lot of outings with 4 walks, 5 walks in them, so Upperman going to try and work through these counts. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rookie Allison's the cleanup hitter, and he barreled one up to try and get rolling towards the end of that Stone game. The 3-1 to Wilson. Sends this one up, and it's going to angle back and out of play, and we run full at 3-2.
So already an early, high-leverage situation for the Bees. We're able to get a run across against Stone Memorial in game number 1 today to kind of calm those nerves a little bit in the home half.
Yeah, excuse me. You love to give your right-handed young pitcher a little run support early. Let him go in the biggest start in his career, feeling loose. The 3-2 misses, and a great AB for a Nick's Restaurant walk for Alec Wilson. Runners at first and second for rookie Allison.
That's a really, really good job by Alec Wilson. He fouls off the pitch before, and a couple of them miss high, a really good eye. And you talked about it. We saw Mays yesterday against Stone Memorial, and a lot of his misses were upstairs. That's where those misses were against Alec Wilson. And we'll see if that maybe changes the approach a little bit for the Bees to maybe see a couple more, especially because that miss has been up right now.
Rookie Allison's batting .282 with 19 RBIs. He's got runners at first and second with 1 out. Big opportunity for the Bees in this elimination game. They've already staved it off once, as that one's across for strike 1. Good pitch from Mays as he tries to settle back in.
He's a little bit slower today, at least getting the start. 80 miles an hour with the fastball. We saw him at 83 yesterday against Stone.
Did pitch a day ago. Sometimes that can change up your rhythm a little bit. He was trying to find it. The 0-1, little fake steal, and Allison took out the pitching wedge on that one. Comes up empty. It's 0-2. A really nice breaking ball.
Well, that's the big thing. You go from 80, and then you can drop it off to 66 on that breaking ball with a ton of movement.
That ball ripped down and away. And Allison coming up empty-handed. He's going to try to put that in the rearview mirror. Carson Shoup on deck next. Runners at first and second. Mays taking a long time in between pitches here. And Allison just kind of waiting on him. Now bounces the bat over the right shoulder. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. A big strikeout for Mays for out number 2.
That's a really, really big out to get that second out. But we saw in game number 1 against Stone Memorial, that's when the Bees were able to find their success with runners on and 2 outs.
Carson Shoup batting .290 will climb in here. You mentioned the 2-out hitting. They've had it all year long. They would certainly like it here in this one. Top of the first in the second place game of the Region 4 3A tournament. First pitch nearly clips Shoup, misses ball 1. Was a single for Fallon to lead off the game, then a flyout, a walk for Wilson, then a strikeout. Now here we are. The 1-0 is Mays out of the stretch, looks back and delivers. Shoup chops this one over towards short, fielded cleanly, and the flip to second is in time to retire this side. 0 on the board for the Bees in the top half. Chris Worsing goes to work in the bottom half when we come back. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Chris Worsing on the mound for the Upperman Bees. We've called him their ace in the hole all season. They need him to be here today. The sophomore right-hander is going to face a Lawrence County lineup that bats 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the first baseman, Brayson Rose. He'll be followed up by the second baseman, Jake Moore. The center fielder, Alex Bedford, bats third. Cleaning it up is the catcher, Brooks Durham. The shortstop, batting fifth, Jack Emerson. Batting sixth is the right fielder, Hud Maddox. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Logan Clayton. The 8-hole hitter is the third baseman, Cole Schultz. And rounding out the order is the left fielder, Justin Kinbrell. Logan Mays being hit for by Logan Clayton. Mentioned their opponent on the mound is Chris Worsing, a 2.09 ERA, 6-3 on the season. This is his 13th appearance, his 10th start. He has 4 complete games with a shutout. In 50 1/3 innings, Worsing 60 strikeouts to 20 walks, just 15 earned runs allowed, with batters hitting .240 against Chris Worsing.
He had that start a couple of days ago on Monday in the district tournament championship against Stowe Memorial, able to get the win. And again, we talked about it. He's had to grind a little bit in his last couple of outings, but he's thrown it well. Obviously, this one being his biggest one of his career.
That was 86. He'll be in the upper 80s with the fastball. Here comes the 1-0. This one fouled back, and it's 1-1 to Brayson Rose. And you want to see Alex Bedford, the Tennessee commit, with nobody on, with 2 outs here in the first inning.
Makes you feel a lot better.
The 1-1 from Worsing. That slider misses outside. 2-1, and it has not been unblemished for him. He's had to work out of the stretch a lot. He's hit some batters, but he's been able to hunker down and show tremendous moxie under fire. It's going to happen in this game. The question is, how does he handle it today?
And again, he's just a sophomore.
The 2-1. This one sent up into the air. Could be a tough play. Angling towards foul territory. Long way for Huddleston. Cannot get there, but it's strike 2 on the foul ball. And behind him, the only pitcher who can't throw today for the Bees is Juju Yano. And top of the list, Alec Wilson is available. Threw earlier, but still has 51 pitches, I believe it is available. And then Justin Fallon out there in center, especially for an inning or two. But Upperman hoping Chris Worsing gives him 7 strong. 2-2 coming to Brayson Rose. Fastball bounces in, and we run full, 3-2.
We saw this Lawrence County team able to produce some runs yesterday against Stowe Memorial. They struggled earlier, though, against Tullahoma, but obviously had Tootin going on the mound for the Wildcats on that side.
And I believe the dugout just got admonished by the home plate umpire. The 3-2 pitch is roped into right field, and it's going to be a leadoff single after working the count for Brayson Rose. The leadoff hitter does the job and sets the table for Jake Moore.
Yeah, leadoff hitter doing what the leadoff hitter is supposed to do. You work a count, get something you can handle on 3-2, and rip it into right field. Now you've got a lot of speed over at first.
Today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel and Exmark dealer. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, your one-stop shop for your outdoor power equipment needs. So Upperman had a leadoff single in the top half, left empty-handed. Lawrence County trying to get an early lead here and put some pressure on their opponents. Worsing had to throw 6 pitches that first AB. Good fastball in there for strike 1. Rookie Allison catching the balls and strikes again. Alec Wilson's at first, Braden Green at second, Carson Shoops at third, Juju Yano at short. Left fielders Evan Huddleston, Carson Holroyd in right, and Justin Fallon, quarterback center again for the Bees. 0-1 fastball popped up into the air. Holroyd ranges over to his right and will make the catch for out number 1. And now here comes Alex Bedford, the Tennessee commit, batting over 500 on the campaign with 10 home runs. He'll stride in here in a big spot, trying to give his team an early lead.
And we talked about it. You'd rather face him with nobody on, but well, at least there's one out in the inning. That always helps.
And he may be slightly due here because he has not had a great tournament so far in this park. And Chris Worsing feels like he's got good enough stuff. He can come after him. First pitch, it's a good one. Fastball at the knees, 85 on the gun for strike 1.
Yeah, it's a good matchup here for Chris Worsing. Kind of see what he's made of against one of the top hitters in the state.
Certainly feels like Chris Worsing's a future D1 guy. He's going up against a bona fide one here. The 0-1. This one sent a mile up in the air, but that's certainly staying in the park. Speaking of D1 guys, Fallon under it in center, makes the catch, and a huge second out for the Bees.
And we're seeing a lot of flyouts from Bedford so far in this tournament. You mentioned not having his best tournament. A lot of them have been that right there, just the flyouts to center, right and left.
Worsing has gotten a couple of flyouts in a row after the leadoff single. Here comes Brooks Durham. Just 4 pitches, the last 2 ABs as well. Cleanup hitter for a reason, batting over 300. Got a few long balls as well. A little glance over to first. First pitch fastball, waved at and missed, and Worsing appears to have the goods early on in this one.
Yeah, up to 86, and we'll see him up 87, 86 on the fastball, unless he really wants to rev it up and get it up to 90 again.
Here comes the 0-1. Right down Main Street, and it's 0-2. Worsing starting to throw a little bit downhill for the sophomore.
He's done a great job working back in after the leadoff single on a 3-2 count.
Worsing with the 0-2 coming home. That one misses up. Not a bad spot to go. 87 that time. 1-2.
It's that elevated fastball. Likes to go to it when he's got 2 strikes and has a few pitches to work with.
Glance over. Now Worsing. The 1-2 home. Slider close. Didn't get the call, and it's 2-2. I think that's a ball. I think that's up and in. It gets a groan, but I think it's a ball. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball sent way up into the air in foul territory. Allison gives chase. He's got a chance, and it hits the net. So we'll do it again. Allison tracked it nicely, but just ran out of room by a foot or so.
That's where that expansive foul territory comes into play. We actually saw that yesterday against Lawrence County and Stone. Maddox had to come back into the net, unable to get there in time.
Another 2-2 coming home from Worsing to the cleanup batter, Durham. Runner at first. Fastball, fouled back. Good battle here. We'll do it again. This is not unfamiliar territory for Chris Worsing, having to throw long ABs.
It's going to be that way all day today.
The 2-2. Once again, coming home. Breaking ball, chopped up the middle. Yano has an easy play, and it's to step on the bag, and that retires this side. Worsing works around a leadoff single to put a goose egg on the board. We head to the second, still scoreless. This is the Region 4 3A baseball tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Logan Mays back to work here for Lawrence County. We are scoreless. Both teams, 1 base hit in the first. The Bees added another base runner on a walk, ultimately left empty-handed. And we head into the second with Juju Yano, Braden Green, and Carson Holroyd due up for Upperman.
This is kind of the game I think we both expected coming into this, knowing we've got good pitchers on both sides. Logan Mays, he's been Their 1-2 starter all the way through the season. Chris Worsing had pitched in a couple of district games as well, as they've got the three-headed monster for the Bees. So we expected this one to be tightly contested, and it's going to be really, really fun as we get deeper into those deep innings, and we'll start to hear and feel that tension as it goes on.
Juju Yano is going to lead it off. He's batting .313 with a tied for team lead, 25 runs batted in. Does have a home run, a triple, 10 doubles. And he will try and set the table for a lower half of the order that played really, really well earlier today against Stone Memorial, and they played well all season long. They're really the difference offensively for the Bees over most teams. They can get consistent production out of the bottom half of their order. They need that today.
They absolutely need that today, and when you've got Juju Yano able to lead it off in an inning, that's always a positive.
Yeah, he's a leadoff batter for most teams in this state. He's in the sixth hole for Upperman today. First pitch for Mays. That one's across for a strike. 79 on the gun. That's kind of where he's been hanging out. The low 80s, upper 70s. Worsing about 8 mile an hour faster. He was up touching 87. 0-1. That one misses inside. 1-1. 17 pitches for Mays. Upperman would love to get into the Lawrence County bullpen today, as Yano flares out and comes up empty-handed on that one, 1-2.
Well, especially since they used McCauley yesterday, their top reliever in the start against Stone Memorial. It paid off because they had their 2 starters going today.
Kidd did throw 82. He could come in. He's that second starter as Yano chops this one over to short, fielded cleanly. Long throw and a very good one. Absolutely uncorked over from the shortstop position for Jack Emerson, and out number 1.
Well, and we saw some really, really nice plays from Jack Emerson yesterday, and really probably a game-saving play against Stone Memorial as well. Ultimately was the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Day because he got the job done at the plate as well. He's a really talented player at short.
And it was a struggle for Lawrence County all over the field, infield and outfield against Tullahoma, so that will give their fans some optimism as Braden Green climbs in here. With nobody on and 1 out, first pitch misses inside for ball 1. Angels watching all the way from Charleston, Illinois, says they're cheering on Carson Shoup. As Green watches that pitch right across, 79 again, 1-1. He's looking for some quality ABs. Run that pitch count up, see if he can put it in play. Green chops this one foul, and it's 1-2 again.
You said it, trying to run that pitch count up. If you can get into the bullpen of Lawrence County, feel really good. And then on the other side of Lawrence County, we're able to get into Upperman's bullpen. Well, they still got Alec Wilson. They still got Justin Fallon. They still got rookie Allison. Feel pretty confident in that department.
1-2, that fastball misses up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Green. Carson Holroyd on deck next. It all comes down to the next 6 innings to see who gets to at least play 2 more. That one a little bit out, 3-2. Pretty good pitch. And the umpire who's getting chirped just turned to the Lawrence County fans and said, it's 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch to Green. And he'll foul that one back. We'll do it again. And we mentioned the Lawrence County fans, they always let you know how they're feeling. It's always with purple-colored glasses. And we know this home plate umpire is probably not going to appreciate that too much.
This one's a big one, too. It's win or go home today.
It is. Here comes the payoff pitch. Green flicks this one over to third, fielded cleanly. Another long throw across the infield, and he's able to just get that toe on the bag. A nice play at first by Brayson Rose because the throw was off, but he tiptoes for out number 2. Here comes Carson Holroyd. He had a great day at the plate earlier on against Stone Memorial, but Logan Mays throwing well. 2 up, 2 down here in the second. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. The first pitch to Holroyd. He swings at this one, sends it up in the air in left field. That's well touched, angling back, and it is caught. A tremendous catch by Justin Kimbrell in left field. Sticks it up over his head and comes away with a baseball. A 1-2-3 inning for Lawrence County defensively. Chris Worsing back to work in the second when we return. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Surfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Chris Worsing back to work. It was a strong defensive top half for the Lawrence County Wildcats. The Bees looking to match. 5-6-7 due up for Lawrence County here in the second.
Chris Worsing did a really good job that first time through in the first inning. Leadoff base runner gets aboard. And then he's able to settle in. Obviously, always a tough out when Alex Bedford comes to the plate. He had an on-base percentage coming into this tournament of .646. That has actually dropped pretty significantly as he has struggled a little bit here in this region tournament, but able to go cleanly through the next three batters.
First pitch into Jack Emerson, fouled back for strike one. Took 17 pitches for Worsing in that first inning, but was able to sit down the next three after a leadoff single. Limit the threat. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, that is a nasty breaking ball. 70 miles an hour, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, that's always nice. Drop at 17 miles an hour to the 70-mile-an-hour breaking ball. That's pretty solid.
Worsing changes up the tempo that time. Fastball touched out to left. Well struck, but Huddleston ranges back, jumps up, and now he makes the catch in left. Evan Huddleston sees what happens in the top half, and he does something similar in the bottom.
I mean, that was almost a mirror of what Justin Kimbrell just did to end that last inning. That's a heck of a catch by Evan Huddleston out there in left for out number one.
Got some good left fielders in this game, clearly. Here comes Hud Maddox, the right fielder. So Lawrence County stole a hit from the Bees. Now the Bees have stolen a hit from Lawrence County. Teams playing for their seasons in Evan Huddleston's case for his high school career. First pitch fastball, fouled back, and it's 0-1. And Chris Worsing's been in the zone. 21 pitches, 16 strikes so far.
Commanding the fastball, using the breaking ball to his advantage. Been good early on.
He rocks with the 0-1, and right on cue, there's your announcer, Jenks. Misses outside. 1-1. Hud Maddox at the plate. Logan Clayton behind him. Heading towards the bottom half of the order. We mentioned with Lawrence County, that's where you have to record your outs. The top half, very, very good. Averages start to drop towards the bottom as that breaking ball. Good layoff by Maddox.
Oh, and we even saw from Logan Clayton yesterday. He had bases clearing triple all the way to the right field fence in that first inning.
Yeah, they're certainly still dangerous, but you need to work clean. Here comes the 2-1. Pretty good fastball, a little bit in. And it's 3-1. A hitter's count now to Hud Maddox. Sophomore right-hander from California. Rocks and deals the 3-1. This one rolled over. Yano on the backhand has it. Long throw, but it's right there for out number two.
Yeah, good job by Juju Yano. Not an easy play, but he makes it look easy in your normal starting shortstop. A nice play for out number two.
Yeah, really nice throw, and that was a good stretch by Alec Wilson as well, coming up the baseline. Logan Clayton, you mentioned what he did a day ago, the DH now with nobody on and two out. Worsing trying to work a 1-2-3 inning, just like we saw what Lawrence County did in the top half.
Yeah, keep that pitch count down as well. Keep you nice and fresh.
First pitch, a great one across for strike one. Completely froze Clayton.
Yeah, when you're pumping in 86, 87, changes it a little bit when you're at the plate.
And Worsing working quickly. Now he dots up the outside corner at 85, and it's 0-2. I mean, painting the black, inside and out, trying to close down a dominant inning. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball, good layoff by Clayton. We'll do it again. Worsing rocks and fires. Fastball just tipped back. Clayton stays alive.
It's a good foul off there, especially on that elevated fastball. Tough to get up to.
The ball boy flying out for it. You can't see it, but he's putting in work.
It's the young Holroyd, I believe.
Comes the 1-2, breaking ball. This one flicked over towards Braden Green at second. Fields cleanly, throw to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning by Worsing and the Bees. We barrel into the third, still scoreless. It's win or go home today in Baxter on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We got a pitching duel through 2 innings. Logan Mays back to work for Lawrence County. They're trying to caution themselves from what happened earlier. A no-hitter into the 3rd inning, and then Tullahoma struck with a big frame when the lineup flipped over. Here you go if you're the Bees. 9-1-2 due up. A great 9-hole hitter and Evan Huddleston got to get it started as they try and put some pressure on and take the first lead of this elimination game.
Yeah, the good thing is the Bees, they do have the 1 hit, but they stranded Justin Fallon out on the base path back in that 1st inning. Now Evan Huddleston leads it off, and again, we've talked about it all season long. He acts as that secondary leadoff guy. Now he is leading off an inning. What better way to start it than getting on base, especially after the game he had in game number 1 today.
Yeah, he was great earlier today, batting .317 on the campaign with 18 RBIs. He worked a couple of deep counts and then put good swings on it. That fastball's across for strike 1 from Logan Mays. 28 pitches through 2 innings plus 1. Had to work in the first, much cleaner in the second as that one misses away, and he got a highlight reel catch in left field. But so did Chris Worsing on the other side. Here's the 1-1. That one misses up, and that's been the miss mostly for Mays. Up in the zone, up and away.
And that one wasn't a bad miss. We have seen some of those bad ones, though, that have been up. That one a little bit closer.
Here's the 2-1. That one foul tipped, and we're even up to count at 2.
That's a really good spot right there, especially coming off that lefty hand. It's going to tail away from you. He's got that 2-seam action on it. So it kind of breaks off the plate, and that's exactly the swing you expect when you start it on the outside part.
2-2 coming home. Mays rocks and fires. That one bounces in, and we run full for the second time. 3-2.
Mays has been a pretty high strikeout guy this year. Mentioned it, 81 strikeouts through 50 innings coming into this game.
I think it's 36 walks mixed in there as well. Which is it going this way? The 3-2. Neither. It's a base hit into center for Evan Huddleston. And the secondary leadoff man leads off the 3rd and is a base runner for Justin Fallon.
Man, how about the games he's having today? In game 1, he drives in 4. He scores 1. Rips that one into center field, and he finds his way aboard.
And he's shown his clutch gene. Certainly, this is not a huge game for him. He won a state championship. He's won 2 of them.
Yeah.
Everybody on the field right now for Upperman, with 2 exceptions, has won a state championship. So they're used to these games. They're trying to shine that experience through right here, right now, in their search for 4 straight sub-state appearances. Fallon opened up the game with a single. He's back in here in a big spot. Mays out of the stretch. Knows Huddleston has speed, and he takes a long time, so Fallon says, hey, let's take a minute here and step out.
Just give yourself a little bit of time to reset.
First base runner in an inning or so against Mays out there. And that was the pitch to hit. He foul tipped it into the mid for strike 1.
He knew it. He took a big old swing at it, just a little bit out in front.
That was the pitch to hit to the middle school. Came up empty on it. See if Mays lets that build some confidence. The 0-1. Fallon sends this one up in the air, into right field, angling back. It's still going back, and it is caught about 6 feet in front of that 345 sign in right. Hud Maddox with a beat on it and makes the catch.
It's another one of those that's hit well. Looks like it's got a chance and just unable to get out. Another well-hit ball, though, and good first out for Mays on the mound.
That one felt like it had a chance. It was tailing going, but just died in the park for Maddox. Now here's Worsing. He flew out to center back in the first inning. Runner at first, now with a one out. Big moment here. The Bees want to capitalize with their biggest bats at the plate. First pitch swinging for Worsing. That one is way up into the air. It's in foul territory, giving chase in left. We can't see it, and it is down for a foul ball. That ball was way up in the air.
He's had a few of those as well.
Jimmy is the GOAT of PA announcers in high school baseball, and he's working that soundboard. He's going to get everything and then some out of that one soundbite on the foul balls. 0-1 to Chris Worsing after that towering foul ball. Mays with a look to Huddleston. He's coming home. And this one is turned on by Worsing. Well struck, angling back, and down near the track. Bedford to it quickly and quick enough to hold the runners. This throw is way off the mark. Takes a hop. Everybody's safe. Huddleston slides home. The Bees lead in an elimination game. It's a double and a run on the air.
How about that from Chris Worsing? He's on the mound. He gets the job done at the plate as well. Puts it all the way to the fence. Was not a home run. I accidentally just hit the home run sign on the scoreboard. But a run is across for the Bees and able to strike first here in the top half of the third.
Is it any surprise that Chris Worsing does it? And we'll see if it's an RBI or not. It's not an RBI. It's just a double, only a double. But then the E8 or the error somewhere in the infield, that ball got cut off. So I think it's actually an E6 and then was sent to the moon. And Huddleston privy to it. The Bees have the lead, and here's Alec Wilson looking for more. What a moment. First pitch, this one swung over, laying out to make the catch, looking him back, long throw, and that's a great play in the infield by Lawrence County's Cole Schultz to keep everybody where they are and get the second out.
That is a tremendous job for out number 2. You look back the runner over at third, and Chris Worsing, he's got to stay there. And then the good throw to first to get the out in time as well.
Rookie Allison struck out swinging, but now Chris Worsing, who's standing at third, has a run, and he nearly got it out. Another one of those. Any other ballparks, it's gone, but not here. And that little check swing and a shake of the head, no, he didn't offer at it. Allison lays off, and it's 1-0. Worsing's starting to have some real pop in that bat.
He is. It's been just growing and growing this season. Obviously, CPA, you hit one out.
The 1-0, Allison tanks that one foul. Home run distance into the Swarm concession stand. It's 1-1.
These Bees are seeing it right now.
And this is a Bee team. When they smell blood in the water, they typically pounce. They're trying to do it here with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 from Mays. That one hits him. Rookie Allison heads down to first. Carson Shoup strides in with the runners at the corners and 2 outs. Trying to make it 2-0.
And we'll see how they run this here. They are going to bring a runner on in Cody Lowe. And at first and third, you've got some opportunities here. We saw a lot going on against Stone Memorial with first and third in the first game. And we'll see what they do here with the Bees.
Does Wes Shanks try to pull the Trent Stokes, the run, and try to bait him into it? A throw down to second. We'll see. Here's Carson Shoup, who grounded on a fielder's choice to end the first inning. Now 41 pitches for Mays as well. He's having to work. Low bouncing at first. Mays comes home. That one bounces in and a good block behind the dish by Brooks Durham.
He threw 20 yesterday as well, so it's not like he's super fresh coming into this one.
62 in under 24 hours already. Low staying put for now. That pitch misses up and in, and it's 2-0.
And Mays, when he landed, kind of looking down at the landing spot, trying to fix that a little bit. Of course, there's been quite a lot of baseball played here.
And we've seen this a lot. Coach for Lawrence County, he's going to work his mound visits. He's going to come out early and often, especially in an elimination game. Here's the first one. And sensing the pitcher getting a little bit wild with Mays at 2-0.
Yeah, Coach Clint Wright mentioned it. He's He came out quite a bit in the game last night against Stowe Memorial. He did it again against Tullahoma. And already making an early visit here in the third inning against the Bees.
Carson Shoup trying to put a big swing on this ball and give the Bees some separation. Chris Worsing's throwing great on the other side, but it's just 1-0, and Alex Bedford's still in the order, and that means they're one swing away from a tie game.
And we talked about it, the games last year were not without runs. 8-6 and 5-3. Bees winning both of those by a couple of runs. Had to do it in comeback fashion in that second game. Alec Wilson threw a gem in relief of Juju Yano.
Yeah, really, it was a kind of a forecast to this year. Because those two, Yano was the Tuesday starter for the most part, and Wilson has worked his way in, then became the district pitcher of the year. Shoup barrels this one, and it's through into center field. Runner scores. Whoa, chugs into third. It's an RBI single for Carson Shoup, and the Bees have a 2-0 lead.
That's a heck of a piece of hitting there on 2-0. You're looking for one spot. He got that spot, sends it into the outfield, and another run across for the Bees.
The most improved player that I think we've ever covered. Yeah. Carson Shoup, what a season he has had. He has another RBI, now 19, and here comes Julian Yano trying to add on with runners at the corners.
Hey, you got to give a shout-out to the umpire there as well. He had to dive out of the way of that sharply hit line drive.
He had to get up on the toes and get out of the way. He did it nicely. That ball was barreled up into center. First pitch to Yano, misses up and in. 81 on the gun. That's the hardest one we've seen Mays throw, but it misses.
I'm sure that adrenaline's starting to pump a little bit, giving up a couple of runs, and it seems like the Bees are timing it up pretty well.
1-0, that one misses inside. 2-0, and how about this again, the two-out magic of Upperman. They've had it all season long with the exception of yesterday. They have it here today so far. They're looking for more, though. It's still a lot of baseball to be played. The 2-0 to Yano. He swings at this one, sends it up into center. Bedford has a beat on it, back pedals, and makes the catch. And that will retire the side, but not before Upperman strikes for two to take a 2-0 lead. Chris Worsing back to work when we come back. This is the Region 4 3A Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Bees strike first. It's 2-0 over Lawrence County here in the Region 4 3A tournament. Lawrence County, the home team on the scoreboard, so we're in the bottom of the third inning. Due up here for the Wildcats is 8-9-1. Cole Schultz, Justin Kimbrell, and Brayson Rose against Chris Worsing, who now has a 2-run lead to play with.
And you would love a quick inning here. Save Bedford for the fourth.
First pitch swinging here. This one's sent up in the air. Holroyd in right has a beat on it. Ranges to his left and makes the catch. About a one pitch out for the Bees defensively. And now it is 7 straight retired after the leadoff single.
Yeah, you mentioned that leadoff single, and it came on a 3-2 count as well. So it was a battle worked by Rose, the leadoff batter.
Justin Kimbrell strides in. He's the left fielder today, the 9-hole hitter. First pitch swinging here. Yano ranges over, fields it. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Well, the Bees gave Tullahoma 3 pitches and 3 outs in their game yesterday in Lawrence County. We'll see if they return the favor.
Brayson Rose singled after working a full count.
Gonna guess he's not swinging
back
pitch.
in. We said that yesterday, and then
we did say
the
that
Bees
yesterday.
did. So we'll see. Now Worsing's pitch count at just 32 through 2 2/3. That'll play. First pitch, right down Broadway.
Watching the whole way smartly.
4 pitch innings work just as well. Here
Yeah.
comes the 0-1 home. That one misses up and in. If you're a Lawrence County fan watching, I really don't know why, because our friends of the Exports Network are here, so save your comments. We're really not here for you. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Nasty slider. It's 1-2. 67 on the gun.
As can be heard by the crowd noise, the press box noise.
Yes, it's similar. Here comes the 1-2 home from Worsing. Swung on, popped up in foul territory. Shoup gives chase. He is there, and he makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning by Chris Worsing and the Bees. They're looking for more when we come back, heading to the fourth in a 2-0 ball game in the Region 4 3A tournament, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on UCR Media Network.
Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring prime pieces of land near Center Hill Lake. 6 individual lots could be yours in the coveted Silver Point Resort Lake community. You can bid on these properties at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on these online-only auctions ends Thursday, May 15th at 10 a.m. Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. The Bees have every bit of momentum in this ballpark right now, and they're looking for some more. 7-8-9 due up against Logan Mays at 47 pitches. Still a lot of baseball to be played, but a huge third inning. A 2-spot in the top half, and then a shutdown inning by Worsing in the defense.
You said it in between. It'd be pretty nice if the Bees were able to get a couple of runs across. That's exactly what they were able to do. And then a very quick inning by Chris Worsing on the other side. And now all that momentum is in that visitors' dugout, even though it's here in Baxter.
Braden Green grounded out back in the second, and they're trying to become base runners for the big bats. Fallon, Worsing, and Wilson. I say that. Green has a big bat if he can connect to one. Been a while since we've seen him touch one, but he certainly can. 47 pitches through 3 innings for Mays. He was in the 30s before that 2-out rally started. That pitch a little bit out. 1-0.
Yeah, they did a really good job of working that pitch count up. And again, it's another one of those 2-out rallies put on by the Bees.
1-0. That was further out than the last one, but it's called a strike. 1-1. I think that's what the count should be, just in reverse. And Correct. How about the play of Carson Shoup there again? Another defensive play for him.
It doesn't matter where he is.
1-1. Green Reekley rolls this one over to second, fielded, and the throw to first is in time for out number 1.
We talked about it in the last game with Carson Shoup. He's the most improved player in the area by far, and it doesn't matter where he's at in the field, whether he's behind the plate at first base or at third base, which third base he's been all season long, and the strides he's made defensively have just been phenomenal.
Carson Holroyd just barely missed a home run his last time up. He barreled up one into left field. It was a highlight reel catch out there in left by Justin Kimbrell. He's back in here for crack number 2 at Mays. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. And that pitch count ticking up. Good news for the Bees. They want to see relievers for Lawrence County today. 1-0, that one. Waved at and missed. Good fastball.
He got the one he wanted on that inside half. That was what he hit hard out to left field last time.
Couldn't quite get the barrel to it. Mays starting to work quicker. The 1-1. And here we go. 1-2. Buckle your seatbelts today. Here's the 1-2. Mays. That one framed up, but it missed. 2-2. Had to drag that one too far, did Durham behind the plate.
He was set up way out there.
Dragged it back. 2-2. Holroyd sends this one into the gap in right center, and that's going to be a single for Carson Holroyd, who continues to hit the baseball well.
And how about 7, 8, 9 in the lineup for the Bees today? We talked about it. When they have success at 7, 8, 9, getting the job done. That's exactly what they have done today. And now Evan Huddleston, who already has a rip out to center field, coming back up.
Evan Huddleston will stride in. He has singled once and came around to score the game's first run. He stands in here with a runner at first, and you would love 2 on with 1 out for Justin Fallon, who's on deck. Mays out of the stretch again. First pitch, a good one. Right down Main Street for strike 1. Velo coming down just a little bit. A lot of pitches now. 76 the past couple of days. That was at 77 on the gun. Here's the 0-1. That's right there again. It's 0-2. And Mays is really good at one thing here. He's staring down Holroyd, holding him for a long time before looking home on the pitch. Hadn't even had to throw over really to hold him. 0-2. Huddleston sends this one towards right, but it's an Adam ball. That is caught for out number 2. Hudden Maddox makes the catch.
I'll tell you what, though, he is seeing it well, and he's gotten it to that 0-2 count a couple of times and still gotten hits. So it's almost kind of the formula right now for Evan Huddleston.
The Bees looking for more two-out magic. That's been the name of the game for them this entire postseason. Justin Fallon has singled and flown out today. He hit it hard. We thought it may be gone off the bat. Now attempt number 3 here in the 4th. Just 2 across for Upperman, so certainly not safe. And Fallon sends this one well struck into left, and one hops into the fence. Holroyd chugging into 3rd. Stop sign on for him. It's going to be a Rico double for Justin Fallon, who's feeling it out there at 2nd.
Yeah, I think Justin Fallon has figured it out with the bat these last couple of games, swinging it really well in this region tournament.
10th double of the season. Obviously, all those overall stats down because of the games missed for him. But he's starting to feel real comfortable with that hamstring. Here's Chris Worsing trying to give himself all sorts of run support. He touched one for a double. It's a home run in every other park in the Upper Cumberland. It was into the fence here in Baxter, and Logan Mays has got to find a way to hunker down if Lawrence County wants a chance here today.
He's got to make some really good pitches. Coach Wright barking out some instructions for his defense, shifting them to the left a little bit.
First pitch swinging for Worsing. He sends it right, and it is down. 1 run scores. Fallon gets the stop sign. It's an RBI single for Chris Worsing, and it's 3-0.
That's a great job by Chris Worsing. Puts it into the outfield yet again, drives home another run. He's doing it all right now for the Bees.
Now he leads the team with 26 runs batted in. He's going to get a runner in the form of Ryland Case, and here comes Alec Wilson trying to really give some separation in a 3-0 ball game.
And guess what? 2 outs on the board yet again for the Bees, who are scoring runs. And with 59 pitches and Mays on the mound, I mean, the Bees already have 7 hits here in inning number 4. I don't know if you don't think about making a change here soon.
The season's on the line for Lawrence County. Alec Wilson strides in. He's walked and grounded out so far today. Big moment. Case with a huge lead over at first. Stays for now. That pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
You mentioned that velocity dropping. We saw 83 miles an hour yesterday. He's down to 77, 76 with that fastball.
Mays trying to get a big out. The 0-1. That one a little bit too far in, and it's 1-1. Winner goes to Red Bank on Wednesday for a best of 3. If it's Upperman, they're going to be a favorite. Runners at the corners. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes in Case. Hit and run. This one slapped over to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time to retire the side. The Bees get 1 more, but strand 2. It's 3-0. Chris Worsing back to work when we come back. This is the Region 4 3A Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home located in the quaint Magnolia Creek subdivision. Explore tiny home living in this 1,008 square foot home. Built in 2023, this kitchen has all stainless steel appliances and beautiful countertops. This home has a back porch, carport, and extra storage room. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Islands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Chris Worsing back to work. He's got a 3-0 lead to play with. He's thrown 36 pitches through 3 innings. It's hunker down time, though. 2, 3, 4 due up. If Lawrence County's going to start to get some runs, it will be from this part of the order. Moore, Bedford, and Durham here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And it feels like Lawrence County needs an answer right now.
Correct. Upperman has started to time up Mays, and it feels like their offense isn't slowing down. If anything, they're speeding up. First pitch fastball misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and at Mays, he's gone down in velocity, and you said it, they're really timing him up well.
The 1-0, this one ripped over. Shoop again with a diving stop, but it's a long throw and tries to make it from his knees. It's going to be an infield single for Jake Moore, and he sets the table for Alex Bedford, who could get it to 1 with one swing of the bat.
And Shoop made a smart decision there. I know he threw over, but it wasn't really a throw trying to get him. It was just, okay, let's see what happens, but a smart throw, got a good grip of the baseball. He was never really able to get him.
It was a good stop. Only chance he has is if he's able to pop up. He wasn't.
Right.
Here's Bedford. He flew out to center. Second time around against Worsing. Still certainly a lot of baseball to be played as that pitch is across. That was the changeup.
Yep.
He has not thrown that much. He broke it out in the district tournament. Throws it there at 71.
It's the guy to throw it to.
Yes and no. Only once.
Right. Yeah.
Here comes the 0-1. Fastball. This one popped up. It's going to angle back on top of the Upperman dugout and out of play.
Carson Shoop was looking for another one right in front of the dugout.
He could have tried to jump maybe twice.
Well, it
not
hit the
gotten
roof
there.
of the dugout.
You
So
jump
I
on
don't
the.
know.
You got to jump on the side, the railing, and then
Yeah.
launch yourself
off the bench.
Yeah, it's not happening.
No.
0-2 though. As Worsing tries to get the hardest hitter in the order out. Bedford awaits. That one, great spot to go. Outside 1-2.
It was 104.
Radar gun may have a little bit. May have missed that one slightly. Runner at first after the leadoff single. Here comes the 1-2. Pretty good pitch. Bedford lays off, and it's 2-2.
It's
And
really good.
for Lawrence County, there's still certainly time. It's only 3-0. You can get that back in one inning, and it's not crazy. But it's go time for him. The sophomore with a 2-2. Fastball. This one is barreled into the gap. Extra bases for Bedford. Holroyd just now to it. Here comes the throw in. It'll be cut off, and it's a double, and here come the Wildcats. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out for the cleanup hitter, Brooks Durham.
Well, we've been waiting for it. That ball was tattooed out to right center on the screws for Alex Bedford. And now, like you said, if Lawrence County's going to do it, it's going to be right here, right now, in the bottom of the 4th.
So now 2 on with nobody out, both in scoring position. Brooks Durham grounded into a fielder's choice. And right on cue, here comes the pitching whisperer, Dalton Dronebarger, out to have a word with Chris Worsing. He's done this many a times this year, and typically things settle down. Hasn't been bad stuff for Worsing, but that's a great hitter, and he left it too much over the plate, and he sent it a long way.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Bedford, he's going to the University of Tennessee for a reason. He can swing the bats, and we talked about it. He hadn't really been on base a whole lot in this region tournament, so he's finally able to reach, gets the double, and now a chance for some runs here for the first time for Lawrence County.
It's buckle down time if you're the Bees, because it's a 3-0 game, but that could change to a 1-run game in a hurry. Cleanup hitter in the order at the plate. Lawrence County trying to score their first runs of the day. Scoreless earlier against Tullahoma. Scoreless here through 3 complete innings against the Bees.
They scored 9 yesterday against Stone Memorial as well, so they were able to get some runs across.
A little bit of a step up against this Upperman team in Tullahoma. We've talked about them all season long, and they've shown why so far in this tournament, but Lawrence County, they got a chance. Worsing quickly after the mound visit. First pitch misses up and in. Ball 1.
He's just trying to pull the wildly effective move. Brush him off a little bit.
He's right back to work out of the windup, and that's a good pitch. Caught a ball, maybe a little bit up, 2-0.
Just a bit.
Brooks Durham at the plate, the catcher, Jack Emerson behind him as Lawrence County looks for a little rally here down by 3. That one is sent way up into the air. Huddleston ranging back. He's under it. Makes the catch, and it's plenty deep to score a run, but it holds Bedford at second. Lawrence County on the board on the RBI sac fly, but not the worst case if you're the Bees.
Yeah, that's, again, like you said, not the worst-case scenario, and helps when you've got one of the biggest parks in really the state of Tennessee in baseball, and holds that one in the park. Run does come across, though, and able to get that first run for Lawrence County.
If that fly out's to right, Bedford's able to go to third. He's not because it's in left, so For now, that works for the Bees. Emerson's 0 for 1 back in, watches that breaking ball across for strike one, and that takes a little pressure off Worsing, not having the two right there next to you that you're looking at.
You have a ton of speed at second base, though.
Bedford bouncing around. Here's the 0-1. Another nice slider in there at 65. It's quickly 0-2.
And they haven't thrown it a whole lot. They're just a handful of times, and these 2 times have been really good.
That'd be a great time for the first Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout of the game for Chris Worsing. A glance back. Here's the 0-2. Slider. This one rolled over. Shoop tips it. Doesn't know where it is. Bedford trying to take third, and he will. Everybody's safe. Tough play on the backhand for Carson Shoop. And we'll see how it's ruled. It's going to be an E5. And now runners at the corners for Lawrence County. The tying run at the plate, or tying run on base, go-ahead run at the plate.
Well, that's kind of what Chris Worsing has dealt with so far this season when he's been on the mound, kind of those tough plays. It is an error, but again, another really tough one. You got to go to that backhand, and pretty well hit. Shoop able to stay in front, but unable to keep it in front and make a play.
This is a remember the Alamo moment for Lawrence County. They know they need it right now. It's 3-1, 3-1.
This is a remember the Alamo moment for Upperman defense, too, at first and third.
Hut Maddox at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. It was to short. You'd love that here if you're the Bees to turn 2 and get out of this. That one misses away, 1-0. Upperman does have Alec Wilson available. They do have Justin Fallon available, but right now it's the sophomore trying to hunker down. Chris Worsing on the mound. Here's the 1-0. Great pitch. Dots up. Outside corner.
I wondered if Lawrence County was going to try to pull a Stowe Memorial and send a runner, see what happens, and what Upperman decides to do defensively with first and third.
They're at the corners. Here's the 1-1. Runner stay put. This one popped up and out of play. Swung at ball 2. And it's 1-2.
Been a good battle back so far by Chris Worsing.
Just the one across. They've each traded a run in this frame, but Lawrence County threatening for more. Hut Maddox at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes. No, it's the fake steal. Green has to range over. He can't get there, and it's going to be an RBI. It's 3-2, and now Lawrence County threatening to not only tie but take the lead.
That's a good piece of hitting. Right side of the infield. Green kind of playing in that double play depth. He's shifted over, and they mentioned that a runner going gets that defense to move just a little bit. At least have it in your mind. Takes him just out of position, unable to get to it in time. And now 2 runners on again, still with just 1 out.
The Bees had kept any chance of momentum for Lawrence County away until this inning. Now they have it, and they're feeling it. That dugout is on their feet for the first time, making a ton of noise as Worsing fires the 84-mile-an-hour fastball past Logan Clayton.
And what Worsing has to do right now, he's still throwing it well. You just got to keep trusting your defense to make some plays.
It's 3-2. The Bees still do lead. That could change with one swing of the bat. That one missed a little bit up. It's 1-1. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Baxter. It's win or go home. The 3-0 lead has been cut down to 1. 1-1 slider. That is disgusting. 1-2.
That is really, really good. It literally starts at your left shoulder. You think it's hitting you the whole way. You can't pull the trigger, drops in for a strike.
This is the 55th pitch for Chris Worsing. He looks back, and he's going to step off with the runner Emerson bouncing around out there at second. Here's the 1-2. Worsing delivers. Fastball popped up in the infield. That's the infield fly rule, and the batter's out. And that's a big out number 2. If you're the Bees, just get out of here with the lead.
Absolutely. That's a big second out, and obviously not out of it just yet. Got a pretty good batter in Cole Schultz coming to the plate. He's got some power in that bat. And runners on first and second. You got to make sure you try to get that final out.
8-hole hitter coming up, Cole Schultz. He flew out to right in his first appearance. That opened up the 3rd inning. He's back in the 4th. First pitch fastball misses out, 1-0. Worsing on the mound, trying to battle. This is what it's all about. That one sent up into the air in foul territory and out of play. 1-1.
Oh, come back.
That one took a ricochet. And you mentioned Worsing's throwing good stuff. Defense, that was a little misplay by Green. He had the error by Shoop, but the error was tough in his defense.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Throw behind the runner at first. The tag is in time. Rookie Allison absolutely uncorks one over, and coach is not happy. Clint Wright right at the dugout. Looked like he was out by a mile to us here. I don't know about you, Jacob. It looked like he was cooked. Coach Wright is not happy at all, and he's got to be careful here. He may be about to get tossed. This is very animated, and he will head back. But how about rookie Allison retiring the side, throwing behind the runner at first? We head to the fifth. It's 3-2 Bees in the Region 4 3A tournament, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Lawrence County answers in a major way. They get two back, but then rookie Allison takes that momentum back with a rocket down to first to get the runner Hud Maddox over at first. Coach Wright wasn't happy. We saw it again. Wasn't even close. No. He was cooked at first, and rookie Allison now will lead off the top of the fifth as the Bees look to get one or two of those runs back.
Yeah, it was a great job by rookie Allison. And, of course, it works out. You make a great play, you get to lead off the next inning.
The first pitch misses outside for Logan Mays. He's out there as Allison sends this one up in the air in left. Tracking it up and under and making the catch. No problem there for out number one for Justin Kimbrell. Here's Carson Shoup, has an RBI single today. Attempt number 3 against Mays. It's part of a 1-for-2 afternoon.
But we said it. If Lawrence County was going to make a response, they needed it right then. They got it right then, but now you needed a good outing here in this inning by Mays. He gets that first out.
He's been pretty good against leadoff batters. It's been with 2 outs when Upperman's done a ton of damage. This one for Shoup flicked out into right, and the makings of a quick inning on the other side in play as there's another quick fly out.
And Bees have done that already once in this inning, or in this tournament. Lawrence County, they had a pretty quick inning back in that second or third to give to Chris Worsing. And so we'll see if Juju Yano maybe takes a pitch or two.
Allison did take a pitch, so it's not a 3-pitch
right.
inning if
yes.
Yano goes down on the first one here. He's 0-for-2 with a fly out and a ground out. First pitch for Mays misses outside for ball 1. And really surprising to both of us how aggressive Coach Wright came at the field umpire because it wasn't close.
No.
I mean, it was clearly out. Here's the 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, Maddox was way off the bag, and rookie Allison a good throw down to first.
And just from body language, as Wes Shanks wants to have a word with Juju Yano, just from body language, I'm a little surprised he didn't get thrown out. It's rare when a coach does, but he was standing over the umpire, really animated. It's a big game, but if he comes out again, it's probably going to be it.
Yeah. And Wright, he's not one he's not out there during while they're batting. He stays in the dugout. He's got coaches that go out there that man the base paths.
2-0. Yano sends this one up, and it's going to get out of play. Maybe dropping in, and it does just get out. Almost a wall catch. That was ball 3, and Yano went after it, and the press box is getting a chuckle out of that. Because that was not the pitch to swing at after you talk to your head coach.
Especially not on 2-0.
No, that was not it.
The good thing is you're still ahead 2-1.
You are, but you gave new life to Logan Mays out there. That was not close. That was about letter high and then some. Here's the 2-1. Not going to swing at that one. 3-1. Braden Green on deck next, then Carson Holroyd behind him. Now that nice cushion Upperman had does get tighter. Only a 1-run game. 3-1. That one misses ball 4. It's a Nick's Restaurant walk with 2 outs for Juju Yano, and the 2-out party continues for the Bees.
I was going to say, that's not a good thing for Lawrence County because with 2 outs, the Bees have been absolutely dominant these 2 games today. And now it's Brain Green who will have a chance with a runner on.
We say this all the time, but it's really the case in an elimination game. It's going to get late in a hurry. The Bees have
it's late.
7 outs remaining in this game with a 1-run lead looking for more. Lawrence County has 9. And then season's over for somebody.
How about Coach Shanks going to the signs?
You got to do whatever it takes. Well, Lawrence County has a binder of things, so changing up what you do may be a smart decision as that one misses up and in, and it's 1-0. I don't know what's in that binder, but maybe what the numbers are for the Bees could be one of them. So change it up. Here's the 1-0. That's a great pitch after a walk for Mays. Puts it across 1-1. Green today looking to get it rolling. 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Both fairly weak rollers. Yano bounces over at first. Mays is not really thrown over at all. That one misses just by a hair, and it's 2-1.
I don't know that we brought it up, but Upperman is indeed the away team in this game just because they came through the bottom side of the bracket. Lawrence County through the top side.
2-1. Now he dots it up, and it's 2-2. Deuces wide with 2 outs.
So you said that's why Upperman down to their final 7 outs.
2-2. Green flicks this one into left. Could be trouble, but it's foul. By about 6 feet or so, it's a foul ball. And I'm not sure the Bee faithful,
they did
some
not
of the Bee
realize
faithful
it right away.
recognized it. That's a foul ball. It's 2-2.
They were cheering and thinking a run was about to come home in the form of Juju Yano.
If it was about 5 feet further right, it would have.
Yeah.
But that one was clearly foul. There may be action over in that bullpen for the Bees. There's a lot of looks that way from Wes Shanks. And I do not see number 11 anywhere
or
in
23.
eyesight. Or 23, so maybe both of them. Here's the 2-2. Green sends this one on the ground over to short. Emerson on the backhand, throws to second in time to retire the side. Lawrence County trails by 1. They're coming to the plate in the bottom half. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 1-run lead for the Bees, 3-2. The winner advances on to Sub-State. Loser season ends. Chris Worsing back to work. We mentioned there was action in the bullpen. We're now pretty confident. It was Justin Fallon getting loose. He's back in center. And so if there's any trouble here for Worsing, you could see a change from Wes Shanks for the season on the line. But Worsing here going to face off against 8-9-1. Cole Schultz going to get it started. It's the second time he's faced 8-9-1. The last time was in the 3rd, and it was a 1-2-3 inning for Worsing.
I started chuckling because how many teams can go righty with 87, breaking ball down to 70, to a lefty at 90, breaking ball down to 70?
Here's the 0-1. Speaking of, the breaking ball at 67, and it's 0-2. Yeah, it's
That's 20 miles an hour difference.
It's a luxury for Wes Shanks to have Fallon available. Here comes the 0-2 home. This one swung on, chopped up the middle. Green has to range a long way. A backhanded throw, no chance. An infield single for Cole Schultz, and that's probably one that Juju Yano has to grab to have any chance of getting the out.
Yeah, Braden Green has no chance to get an out in that situation. Yano's got to take that one on the run, and then even then, if he is able to get to it, it's still going to be a tough play.
Bees have to be careful. Tying run is at the on the base paths. The go-ahead run at home. Justin Kimbrell going to climb in here. And I think this may be a pinch hitter for Lawrence County because that is not the left fielder, Kimbrell. We'll let you know here after this pitch that misses low for ball one. It is a pinch hitter in. And I believe this is probably the same pinch hitter they've used this entire tournament.
I think that was Daniel. A.J. Daniel.
A.J. Daniel is with a 1-0 count at the plate. That one misses low and in, and Chris Worsing has to find the zone for the Bees. It is that simple. 2-0 now.
Well, and that Lawrence County dugout is making some noise, and here comes Coach Shanks.
And he may make a move. You've got your senior standing out in center field. It's tough to not make that move in this spot. We'll see if he does or if this is just a conversation in a 2-0 count, Worsing at 63 pitches.
It might be just to go settle him down a little bit. Obviously, you give up the first base runner. 2-0 here, and he's not throwing bad at all. I mean, even the 2 runs that came across weren't necessarily on him, just a couple of tough grounders. And Alec Wilson is motioning into center field. They are going to make the change to Justin Fallon.
A call to the bullpen. The flame-throwing lefty Justin Fallon in a pivotal spot coming to the mound for the Bees when we come back.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Justin Fallon, the left-handed Tennessee Tech signee, on the mound for the Bees in a pivotal spot. A runner at first, nobody out, a 3-2 ball game. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and it is a 2-0 count. This, just his 4th appearance of the season, but his last 2, he's been completely dominant. 3 1/3 innings pitched so far, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. 2 of those came back on his first return from injury this year. He has a save in his last outing, and he's tasked with working through this inning against some major bats.
He just threw that breaking ball as well. I mean, it's disgusting. He goes from 88 to 70 on that breaking ball. We know he can get up to 90 as well, but he has been controlling that fastball right at about 88 miles an hour. That one down to 86. And then you also see on the left-hand side of your screen, Alec Wilson is also staying warm just in case they need to go back to him at some point in this ball game, and he just threw that one all the way to the right field fence.
And now this is where, if you got him, fire him. And that's exactly what Wes Shanks is doing. You are not leaving anything to chance. Chris Worsing was good, but you lose a batter with a single, and then you go behind 2-0. You're struggling to control. It's about to be your 3rd time through. You've got 2 seniors ready to go. You got to make the move. He does. It's Justin Fallon for now, and Fallon has not gone more than an inning in and out so far this year. You may see Alec Wilson to slam the door later if you get to that point.
Yeah, absolutely. If he can get through here in the 5th, obviously there's no outs yet in this 5th inning. Maybe you bring him back for a 6th, let him go 2 if it gets a little bit shaky. Here comes Alec Wilson. But even before that, get out of this inning, you still want to get some runs up on the board.
So Braden Green is coming out, and Rylan Case goes into left field, so that will be just a sub, because there is no DH today for the Bees. So Rylan Case, a lot more speed there in left. He goes out there, played a lot of games there. Evan Huddleston will bump into center. Carson Holred in right with Justin Fallon on the mound. It is A.J. Daniel who's pinch hitting. And now this isn't the matchup you necessarily want, because it's lefty-lefty, and Fallon will be throwing away from him. Runner at first after the leadoff single for Cole Schultz. Daniel shows bunt. He's not going to. Throw over to first to force Schultz back in. Maybe he's going to.
I wouldn't imagine he would, but maybe.
You pinch hit to bunt. That's an interesting one when Kimbrell has a lot more speed as a left fielder.
Yeah.
And he's showing and pulls back. That one gets away from rookie Allison. and a runner, the tying run, goes into scoring position on the pass ball.
I think they called a strike on that, too.
And I think it was a strike. That pitch was pretty close to the zone, and it just tipped off the glove of Allison. No, it is 3-0. It's a ball.
Okay.
3 balls, no strikes. They'll say he did not offer at it, which is interesting. Here's the 3-0. Fallon fires, and that's why it's tough to enter with a 2-0 count. Daniel with a huge pat flip. In the top of the order coming up with Brayson Rose, and it's gut check time for the Bees. Runners at first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, now begins the chess match. You brought Justin Fallon in. Now for Fallon, you just got to reset. Now you get that new count. You got to force out anywhere. You're looking to maybe induce a ground ball.
In those defensive changes, Chris Worsing stays in. He goes to second. And now time going to be called as a sign coming in from Coach Wright. Brayson Rose 1 for 2. Singled on the first AB of the day for Lawrence County, then flew out in foul territory. Obviously first appearance against Fallon. Now he shows bunt. That's right there for a strike. Throw behind the runner at second. The tag! Oh, my goodness. They say he's safe. And Yano says, can we have an appeal? And Wes Shanks wants to ask. I don't know, Jacob. Looked to me like he got him.
Yeah, well, obviously we don't have a tremendous angle from where we are, but that throw again got there. Looked like Yano kind of reacted like they got him pretty quickly as well.
And unfortunately, there is a great chance that that was the wrong call. Let me just put it that way. There's a great chance that that was the wrong call. And that's unfortunate that I say that in a game of this magnitude, but it's just the truth. Here's the 0-1 from Fallon. As Rose again turns and awkwardly shows bunt, kind of holding it over. And another one that gets away as this one bounces into Allison. The go-ahead runs in scoring position for Lawrence County. Bees can't have this.
Well, and we haven't seen this from Justin Fallon. Obviously, he's just had a couple of appearances so far, but a little bit wild right now.
And if he can't find the zone, it's going to be very tough for Wes Shanks to not immediately go to Alec Wilson over there at first, despite having started the game earlier today. He's got 51 pitches he can throw.
And now the infield in everywhere.
And Rose has the count evened up at 1. They need the strikeout stuff from Fallon. 1-1. That one's fouled out of play, and it's 1-2. And this is a guy with legit strikeout stuff. Yeah. Certainly needs it here.
Yeah. And you can go with the fastball even on 2 strikes. You just got to locate it well. He throws hard enough that it's tough to hit anyways.
It's 3-2. Nobody out. Runners at second and third for Lawrence County. They've advanced on a pass ball and a wild pitch. Here's the 1-2 from Fallon. Rocks and deals. High cheese.
91.
Allison jumps up and catches it. A 91-mile-per-hour fastball. Misses for ball 2.
See, that adrenaline's going a little bit.
This is a guy who has a save in a state tournament in Fallon 2 years ago. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball just tipped. We'll do it again. First time he's ripped that off.
It's a heck of a job to foul that one off after seeing 91 up and away. You get the breaking ball in the zone, and you're able to get a piece of it.
Fallon with a 2-2 to Brayson Rose, the leadoff batter in the order. Fastball swung on, popped up in the infield. Shoop in foul territory is under it. He makes the catch for out number 1.
That is huge. Get that first out. You kind of breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, settle in,
and here's
you're ready to go.
If you can find a way to get more out and leave the base empty, you can walk Alex Bedford down to first with an empty bag, who is on deck next. But first, it's on Jake Moore, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout and a run scored. Fallon out of the windup. First pitch right there for strike 1. It is intense at the ballpark tonight.
And it's cool. You look at both dugouts. All the coaches are outside the dugout.
The 0-1 fastball right down Main Street. 0-2 to Moore. What do you got, Justin Fallon? 0-2. The senior. He's been waiting for this moment. Kicks and deals. Called strike 3. A Thompson Machinery and Kent Rental Store strikeout for Justin Fallon. Still 2 in scoring position. And now with 2 outs, and it's time to walk Alex Bedford.
100%.
And that's exactly what Wes Shanks is coming out to say. It is time to walk him, and he sure will. It's going to be an intentional walk. No doubt about it. That is the correct decision against the Tennessee signee. And now here you go. Bases loaded. Brooks Durham has an RBI sac fly and ground out on a fielder's choice. He climbs in here, down by 1 with 2 outs in the 5th.
Well, and the other thinking of that, too, is now you've got to force out anywhere. So a ground ball, you can just step on the bag, get out of the inning, and you'd much rather Durham beat you than him.
It's a right move against most people, certainly
Right.
against Alex Bedford. First pitch, check swing, strike 1. If Justin Fallon gets out of this, it's the stuff legends are made out of right here.
Loud.
Oh, it's going to blow the microphone out. He's working quickly. The 0-1 fastball. Maybe a little low, 1-1. Maybe a little low.
But he's doing a much better job. He's settled in. He is controlling it now.
He's at 13 pitches. Brooks Durham at the plate. Here's the 1-1. That's a strike, 1-2.
They brought that all the way down to 84.
What is Justin Fallon going to throw in his senior season, his last home game here in the Hive? It's a 1-2 count with the bases loaded and 2 outs. A 1-run lead. Fires home. Swung on and missed. Justin Fallon is that dude. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. And he strands the bases loaded, and the lead holds up into the 6th. We'll be back.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Get your popcorn ready. The Bees lead holds up. How about 2 in scoring position with nobody out? You make the call to the bullpen. Here comes Justin Fallon. And what does he do? Pop out, strikeout, strikeout. And it's still 3-2.
Well, and even before that, it was 1st and 2nd, and he actually walked the batter to make it 1st and 2nd, and then the pass ball, or the wild pitch, I should say, makes it 2nd and 3rd, and nobody out, and he closes the door against some really, really good batters. And now you got through 1 through 4. You get 5, 6, and 7 due up coming up in the bottom part of the 6th. You work cleanly through there. You don't have to face 1, 2, and 3.
And we anticipate that they stay with Justin Fallon, and then if he gets into trouble, you're going to see the move to the pitcher of the year in the regular season, Alec Wilson. But if Fallon continues to throw like that, they may not need to make a move. But now here's what the Bees need is some insurance. It's 8-9-1 due up. It's a great time to get it with Holroyd coming to the plate.
Well, and Carson Holroyd and Evan Huddleston have been seeing the ball exceptionally well today. Going back to that Stowe Memorial game, they were all over the base path. Here in this one as well, they've been great, and they're looking for a little bit more.
Carson Holroyd, 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out. He was great in the first game as well, in the running for Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. He's back at the plate here, trying to become a base runner for Evan Huddleston and Justin Fallon. And Fallon's seeing the ball well on the other side, too.
Yes,
He's going to get an AB in this inning.
Watch out.
Watch out. It's 2-0.
And I'll tell you what, Mays has done a really good job. He's struggled with the pitch count in the first 4 innings or so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now he brings it across. No, it's been better for the Bees all day. The approach yesterday against Tullahoma was really poor. Today it's been much more solid. Here's the 2-1. Holroyd didn't offer at it. It misses low, and it's 3-1.
That's one of the best checks I've ever seen, I think.
And they may appeal down its lightness. He didn't go.
Yeah, it was never there.
He started and then just held it there.
Yeah, that was a tremendous check.
Yeah, you're right. Here comes the 3-1 from Mays. That's a strike, and we run full at 3-2.
But again, you're working that pitch count up. He's up to 82 now.
Yeah, the Bees really want to get into the bullpen. If it's Kidd, he threw over 80 pitches earlier today. 3-2. Holroyd fouls it off. We'll do it again.
And Kidd, I think, got pulled at 82, so he still has a little less than 40 to go.
Hey, we talk about Carson Shoup, most improved. What about Carson Holroyd's improvement?
Really good too.
He was solid last year, especially in right field, but his bat. So much stronger. The 3-2. This one chopped over to third. Fielded cleanly. Long throw across the infield, and a nice job stretching by Brayson Rose for out number one.
That's a couple of times he's had to do that now, and that's an important one right there to get the first out of the inning.
As a former first baseman, that was my least favorite kind of play,
yeah,
where I got to go where the
runner
runner's
barreling
coming,
down,
and I got to stretch up to make that grab, and you're just praying, please don't stomp my ankle on the way past. Here's Evan Huddleston, 1 for 2 with a flyout and a single, a run scored as well. First pitch is right down Main Street for strike one.
This is what he's been doing, though. He's been watching that first one. Sometimes we'll even watch the second.
Here comes Logan Mays with the 0-1. Huddleston this time fouls it off. Same result, 0-2 again. Fallon on deck, and they certainly want to see him with the bases empty.
Yeah, especially after the inning that he just had.
That was as gutsy as it gets in an elimination game. But it's still just a one-run game with 2 frames to go. 0-2. Huddleston chops this one over. Emerson reads cleanly. He's got to make a good throw. It's low. Bang, bang play. But in time, barely for out number 2.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Emerson, he was really good yesterday against Stowe Memorial, really good today against Upperman. It's a job well done by the Lawrence County defense to get the first 2 outs and now face Justin Fallon.
Fallon, 2 for 3 today. A single, a double, and a flyout. The all-time leader in hits in Baxter. Back in here for maybe his final at-bat in this ballpark. First pitch swinging for Fallon. Sends it way up into the air, into left center field. Back near the fence, and Bedford caught it. He robbed a home run. Didn't have to leap, but sticks the glove up to catch it. He was playing deep, and it takes a run off the board for the Bees. Lawrence County looking to tie or take the lead when we come back on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Bottom 6, 3-2. Bees lead, and it is Justin Fallon back to work on the mound. Can't go away from him after what he did in the last inning, Jacob.
Absolutely. You got to keep him out there until you absolutely need to pull him. And then even then, like you said, you're probably going to Alec Wilson. So for the Bees right now, you're feeling really, really good. You would love to see just a 1-2-3, and then you bring the bats back to the plate. We'll see how it's able to go for Justin Fallon. But, man, how well did he throw in that last inning? Coming on in relief of Chris Worsing. Runners on second and third, nobody out, and able to get out of it.
Jack Emerson, Hud Maddox, Logan Clayton due up here for the Lawrence County Wildcats as they try and stave off elimination in the bottom of the 6th inning. Emerson, he'll get it started. He's 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and flown out. And Fallon, he finally got a hold of one. Sent it into left center field, but respecting the power was Alex Bedford. He goes up. We were talking about if it's a home run or not. I think it was, but he didn't even have to leap. He was able to stick the glove up and make the catch to get the out and retire the side. And it's the first set of days in a long time where there has not been wind in this ballpark.
There's nothing. I mean, I'm looking at the flags right now, and they are completely still.
If there was any, it's gone.
Yeah.
But there is not. Here we go. Jack Emerson trying to become a base runner. They got a couple of leadoff base runners in the last inning. Had 2 in scoring position with nobody out. And the end result was a goose egg because Fallon slammed the door. First pitch bounces in for ball 1. 1-0. The Lawrence County Wildcats making a ton of noise in their dugout, and if they get into trouble, it's going to be Alec Wilson coming to the mound for the second time today. They'd prefer to not need even to go there because Fallon just continues to deal. Here's the 2-0. It's a good pitch on the inside corner, 2-1.
It's a great one because, again, he's slowing it down a little bit, 86. We've seen him get up to 91. He's trying to pinpoint it right now.
Hadn't thrown it on the breaking ball yet. Takes a longer step that time. This one's sent up into the air. Giving chase is the freshman Case, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
That's a really good job. You get input into a big, big game. Obviously, his biggest game of his young career. Makes a good play for out number 1.
And he's been on the sideline. Obviously, he's got a state championship in basketball. But there is a little, he's been really good out there, but there is a little, that's not Evan Huddleston in left right now. But he's able to make the catch. It'll bring up Hud Maddox, who had an RBI single and then got thrown behind by rookie Allison and got called out. He was too far off the bag and ended a big threat back in the 4th inning. Last 2 frames, Lawrence County's been all over the base paths.
They have.
Here's the 1-0. And that's not going to feel good. 85 right into the back. Tying run on. Go ahead, run at the plate now for Lawrence County.
That's exactly what you're looking for if you're Lawrence County. Anyway on. Doesn't feel great. But fortunately, he was only throwing 85 that time. That wasn't 91.
Logan Clayton 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. And the Bees would love a double play here because if they get 2 base runners at any point, Alex Bedford's going to get another AB. And with this current state of the game, that's not what you want in a 1-run ball game. So Fallon trying to shake it off. He's been comfortable out of the stretch, certainly. He goes back to it here. Maddox a little bit closer to the bag this time. First pitch, this one hit hard into center field. Huddleston has to go back a long way. Cannot get there. It's down into the fence. Huddleston is there. Here comes the throw in. Cut off from Worsing. Now Wilson grabs it. Stop sign on. It's a double, and the go-ahead run is at second for the Lawrence County Wildcats.
That ball was hammered out to center field. Very well hit, and like you said, 2 runners on. Might give a chance for Bedford to come up at some point in this game. And so now Cole Schultz is going to come to the plate.
Well, you got bigger problems than that right now. Yeah, the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 out. And here comes Dalton Dromberger, not Wes Shanks, so not a move yet. I wonder at what it comes for Alec Wilson.
And you said it, Coach Dromberger coming out. Normally that's just a conversation with the infield and the pitcher on the mound.
Got the 8-hole hitter up. So you think maybe that your stuff's good enough to just fire it past. But you got to find a way to get some outs here if you're Justin Fallon in the no-does statement of the year. It's a big moment again.
He just did it, right? 2nd and 3rd, but he had no outs. He's got 1 out here, so that might be the conversation. Hey, you've been through this once. Take a deep breath, bring some strikes across, trust your defense, and come hit in the top of the 7th.
Flirting with danger. Lawrence County's been all over the base paths. They have not led today. It was 3-0, now it's 3-2. And here in the 6th, there's 2 on with 1 out, both in scoring position. Clayton touched that double, and another one that would have been out in a lot of places or on a windier day. No chance for Evan Huddleston to get to that one.
Oh, we've seen some really deep ones from Clayton. He hit one yesterday against Stone Memorial for a triple out to right field. That one to dead center.
In the top of the 7th, it will be 2-3-4 due up for the Bees. So now, here we go. First pitch after the mound visit, a fastball revved up at 87 past Cole Schultz, swung on and missed.
Yeah, and elevated it a little bit as well. Looks really, really good coming in, but you can't catch up to it at 87.
Schultz was one of the 2 who reached to lead off the last frame. Now the breaking ball. He offered at it. Strike 2. Coach Wright coming out. He is not happy, and he's got to be careful. He's argued a lot tonight. He's got an argument there, though. I didn't think he offered at it, but we'll take it. 0-2 here to Schultz. Fallon working quickly. The 0-2. Fastball, a little bit low. 1-2. He needs a punch out. Be huge.
He does.
And now Coach Wright out of the dugout again. And he wants a word now with Cole Schultz. And we've had more of these. I mean, and home plate umpire, it's time to send him back to the dugout. It is time for the home plate umpire to send him back and say, let's go.
Well, yeah, now Coach Shanks is coming out saying, hey, what are we doing?
Throwing off the rhythm of the pitcher. It's exactly what he's doing. It's not like he's going to suddenly drop a bunt down.
Bush league, coach.
And the press box boys are spot on that one. That is not proper. Here comes the 1-2 from Fallon. Breaking ball. Just misses inside. 2-2. with 2 on and 1 out. It's time for that high heat from Fallon. Dare him to touch it. Here's the 2-2. There it is, and he ain't touching it. Swung on and missed. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Here comes the 9-hole hitter with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the 6th.
And a big opportunity here, like you said, for that 9-hole hitter in Lawrence County. We'll see what he's able to do, but Justin Fallon able to get that big second out with the strikeout.
Justin Kimbrell was pinch hit for last time he's back in here. First pitch, waved at and missed. 0-1. Throttled down that one to 84 on the gun, did Fallon. You can cut it. The tension with a knife. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Hadn't even sniffed touching the fastball. Now Kimbrell calls time and steps out. Fallon trying to get another gigantic punch out to save the season. The 0-2 pitch coming home. Oh, maybe a tick low. A tick low. You want that call if you're the home team. They don't get it. Home team in geography.
Right.
Here's the 1-2 from Fallon. He got that one. Swung on and missed. Justin Fallon did it again. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. And the Bees are an inning away from a return trip to Substate. They're looking for insurance when we come back. Chris Worsing going to lead it off. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Bees are looking for insurance, and they've got the bats to get it. Worsing, Wilson, and Allison due up here. Logan Mays back out for his 7th inning. He's been good. It's a 3-2 ball game. It has been Houdiniacs by Justin Fallon. 2 straight innings with 2 on in scoring position with nobody out, and he has found a way in both innings to get out unscathed in relief. It's his longest outing of the season already. And the question is, will he come back out for the 7th? We think he will, but if he gets into trouble, then you may see Big Al go to the mound.
Hey, he's been absolutely phenomenal.
The 1-0, Worsing sends this one hard hit. Bedford ranging back. He jumps up and makes the catch.
Wow.
Tony Vitello, you're getting a good one.
My
out number 1.
Goodness, that was incredible from Alex Bedford. That ball was struck out to left center. He got a tremendous jump on it. I have no clue how he got to that baseball.
Tony Vitello, I've learned not to question you because that was great in center field. Here's Alec Wilson. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk and a couple of groundouts. This one over to third, fielded cleanly. Long throw, made again in time. Lawrence County's defense has given their team a chance, and it is going to be 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th. In a 1-run game where they've been all over the base paths, you are going to see Alex Bedford looking to try and tie or walk it off. So anything you can get if you're rookie Allison would be very helpful.
Well, and how about this job by Mays as well to keep it at this 1-run lead right now in the 7th.
Here's rookie Allison. He is 0 for 2 today. He's been hit by a pitch, and this one popped up. Angling towards that Bermuda Triangle, staying up forever, and it's caught by the right fielder. A quick 1-2-3 inning for the Wildcats. The Bees will look to survive and advance. Lawrence County needs 1 to tie, 2 to win. It is win or go home. Don't go anywhere.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Eminette's Eagle Auction Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring 2 homes on an acre of land in the heart of Cookeville. This piece of land is a perfect investment opportunity for developers. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends Saturday, May 17th at 10 a.m. Eminette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning, a 3-2 ball game. Upperman with the lead. Lawrence County, 1, 2, 3, due up, and it is Justin Fallon. He's been in trouble, and he has worked out in his 2 innings of relief so far. He's back out there to try and slam the door and get a save and give a win to Chris Worsing. If he gets into trouble, Alec Wilson is ready to go at first, but the Bees are hoping for 1-2-3 against the Wildcats.
I don't think we've had a better baseball game this year, especially with the stakes that are on the line in this one. The Bees right now on top by a run. You've got Justin Fallon, your flamethrower on the mound, who has come in a precarious situation, able to get out of both of those situations in the last 2 innings. Can he get one more? It's already his longest outing maybe of his career, and other than maybe early on in his first couple of years, but he has been really, really solid.
It is Brayson Rose, Jake Moore, and the Tennessee commit Alex Bedford due up for the Lawrence County Wildcats. They try to stave off elimination for the 2nd consecutive year at the hands of the Bees in this round of the region tournament. It was 2 2-run victories a year ago for Upperman over Lawrence County. They're looking for a 1-run victory and some late-inning heroics out of Justin Fallon. Getting the first out would really help Upperman.
That would help a lot.
Not having 2 on with nobody out would be nice for the Bees. Brayson Rose singled to open up the bottom of the first. He has flown out and popped out since then, both over to Carson Shoup at third. Here we go. He did see Fallon earlier on. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1. Nasty curveball. I mean, nasty. He takes a long step out, now right back in. Fallon with the 0-1. That time falls off the table, 1-1. The Bees trying to get to their 4th consecutive sub-state round. Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses up and out, 2-1. 33 pitches now for Justin Fallon. One to tie, 2 to win for Lawrence County in the bottom half. 3 outs to win for the Bees. That's a great pitch. Right there, he throttled it at 87, and it's 2-2.
They called a balk.
Wait a second here. What do we have? What do we have here? A balk in the windup. So what would that be? 3-1 instead of 2-2?
If that's the case, yes.
What is that call? A balk in the full windup. So is it going to be 3-1? It's gigantic. He called a balk in the full windup in the bottom of the 7th of a region tournament. That one misses, and it's ball 4. Tying run on, winning run at the plate. My goodness, we have that call in this game. That is horrendous. Here comes Jake Moore. He could win it with one swing of the bat. And now the Bees are all out of sorts. Jake Moore, 1 for 3 today with a single, a strikeout, and a flyout. Fallon back out of the stretch again. Kicks and deals right down Main Street for strike 1.
And we'll see if that one maybe settles him down a second.
3-2 the score. Bees with the lead, but more traffic for the Wildcats. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses out. 1-1 to Jake Moore. Singled and scored in the fourth. Everything else has been a flyout or a strikeout. Behind him, best hitter, maybe in the state, Alex Bedford. The 1-1. Misses inside with a fastball, and it's 2-1. If he loses him, you're probably going to see Alec Wilson. The Bees want to turn a 6-4-3 right here, right now. You got your best middle infield you can have with Worsing and Yano there. Here's the 2-1. Fallon with a long look. Fastball. Foul tipped, and it's 2-2.
That's a big one right there. Not to get to another 3-ball count. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now you can still make a good pitch. Maybe get a strikeout.
Winner moves on to Substate. Loser season ends here tonight. Baseball under the lights on a Saturday night in Baxter. 2-2 coming home to Jake Moore. Throw over, low, but blocked up by Wilson. Senior going to play at Tennessee Tech on the mound for Upperman in relief. This is his 40th pitch. By far the most he's thrown this year. The 2-2. Full count. Can't lose him. 3-2. Not with Bedford on deck next. Need your best pitch out of your lefty on the mound. Here's the payoff coming to Moore. Fallon spiked it. Ball 4. Winning run at first. Nobody out. And here comes Alex Bedford. Not good if you're the Bees. And West Shank starts to move, and it's going to be Alec Wilson time for the Bees. They're going to give the ball to their ace, I would imagine here. We'll wait and see. With 2 on and nobody out, and the Tennessee signee who bats over 500 and just ripped a double his last time up before being intentionally walked. And it is going to be Alec Wilson time for the second time today to try and save the Bees season when we return.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Upperman gives the ball to their ace for the second time today in the highest of high leverage situations. The senior on the mound has a runner at first and second with nobody out, and Alex Bedford, the best hitter maybe in the entire state, certainly in this classification, due up here. He pitched earlier today and was great against Stone Memorial. He got his state-leading 9th win of the season in Class 3A. He is 9-2. This is his 13th appearance, his second relief appearance with a 1.85 ERA, 92 strikeouts to 18 walks. And right now, Jacob Benson, they need the strikeout stuff from Alec Wilson.
This is what you play for.
Yep.
This is what, when you're in the backyard and you're messing around, you're in the bottom of the 9th, bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, not there yet. He's looking to get there, but this is exactly what you play for when you're growing up, to be in this position. And I mean, it's going to be tough. You've got 2 runners on. You're facing one of the best batters in the state of Tennessee, but Alec Wilson is also one of the best pitchers in the state of Tennessee, and we'll see if he can give him his best stuff.
51 pitches available for him. It's not going to take that many one way or the other. Tying run at second, winning run at first for Lawrence County, and Alex Bedford is at home, trying to end it right here, right now. And we'll see. Are they going to walk Bedford? I don't think so. Today he has flown out, doubled, and reached on an intentional walk. And West Shanks gives the sign. Wilson toes the rubber. And here we go. Fastball, curveball for Alec Wilson. First pitch, drops in for strike 1. Went to the curveball. This is the showdown. You mentioned it, Jacob. This is what you play for. Senior on the mound. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Throw behind the runner at second. Nearly got him, but he's back in just in time. That's That's Brayson Rose out there at second. He reached on a walk, then another walk, put more on. 0-2. Where does Wilson go here?
Anywhere but the strike zone.
He looks back, delivers home, breaking ball, great pitch.
Yep.
Great pitch. It's 1-2.
I mean, that's perfect. You don't need to throw a strike right there. You just got to make it somewhat close, make it look good. That's what he did.
You don't have to throw a strike here either.
Nope.
At 1-2. Wilson with a glance back. The 1-2. High cheese. No chance to offer at it, and it's 2-2. Now you need your best one if you're Alec Wilson. Tying run at second for Lawrence County. Potential winning run at first. Bedford at the plate. It's a 2-2 count. Wilson for the second time today on the mound. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Alec Wilson gets Bedford with the outside fastball. It's his favorite spot, and he gets the Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. But the threat's not over. Here comes Brooks Durham.
Yeah, it gets a big cheer, but you said it. That's only the first out of the inning. The danger's still out there on first and second, and still got to face the cleanup batter here in Durham.
93rd strikeout of the season for Alec Wilson. Brooks Durham 0 for 3 today. Does have an RBI and a sac fly. That one bounces in. Allison tips it and saves it. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be a brick wall right now. There can be nothing past Ricky Allison behind the plate.
Still 2 on. Now with 1 out. Bees lead by 1. There's been 2 on in every inning the last 3 frames for Lawrence County. They haven't scored yet. The 1-0. That's right there for a strike. 1-1, and he's still throwing 83, so he's back loosened up. The season comes down to this moment, ladies and gentlemen. Some of these young men, it's their high school careers down to this moment. Here's the 1-1. Pretty good pitch. A little low. 2-1.
Yeah, good spot, just a little bit below the zone. Doesn't offer at it, this Lawrence County team. They've been patient.
The Bees desperately wanted that strike call. Durham struck out his last time. That ended the 5th inning. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball, and he should have worn that one. Instead, slides out, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, I think he was lucky it broke as much as it did. Looked like it was headed straight for his side.
You can't lose him. Don't want to put the winning run in scoring position. Jack Emerson on deck next. This is the 4th spot in the order. Here's the 3-1. Fastball popped up. It's 3-2. And this is what it's all about. Full count, 1 out, elimination game. 2 on, you're up by 1. It's Big Al's turn on the mound now. He looks back. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Alec Wilson has the Bees 1 out away from the sectionals. He's coming in relief. Struck out Alex Bedford. He struck out Brooks Durham. And now Jack Emerson, who has a good bat, climbs in with 2 on and 2 out. Lawrence County trying to save their season.
He's come on and done the job. He's got to do it one more time. Get this final batter and send yourself to another round.
94 punch-outs on the year for Wilson. It's time for 95. First pitch, breaking ball. Strike 1. Two on, 2 out. Wilson on the mound in relief. He's thrown 12 pitches. Emerson now watches the 0-1. Here it comes. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Wilson's under it, and he makes the catch. The Upperman Bees return to sub-state for the 4th straight year. They get it done in dramatic fashion, and they get the save of all saves by Big Al. The Bees advance.
What a gutsy win for the Upperman Bees. Backs against the wall. They had the 1-run lead, and they had to work around trouble the whole way through. Justin Fallon comes on in relief of Chris Worsing, who gave a great out, and Fallon gets out of a couple of jams, and then Alec Wilson comes on in probably the toughest spot you can be in, facing one of the best batters in there, and he's able to sit him down. Alec Wilson, you said it. You needed the strikeout stuff. They got the strikeout stuff.
What a way to finish out what is their final home game of the season, the final home game for this historic group of seniors, and they get at least 2 more games. Red Bank, they're coming. The Bees have their eyes set on a return trip to the spring fling. How about the effort out of the Lawrence County Wildcats here? And maybe the stat that tells it all, Jacob. At the end of the 3rd inning, there were 0 Wildcats left on base. By the end of the game, there were 10. 2 on with nobody out in the final 3 frames. And in each of them, the Bees get out with a goose egg on the scoreboard. First it was the sophomore Worsing, then the 2 seniors. We talked about it when we went to get food in between games. The leaders of this team, Justin Fallon and Alec Wilson, they put the team on their back this afternoon.
They absolutely did. Chris Worsing, we knew he was going to get the start. He went those first 5 innings. He got that, or first 4 innings, and then he ran into a little bit of trouble. So then it was Justin Fallon's turn. He's able to get the job done. My goodness, what a win. And then Alec Wilson comes on and closes it out. That was one of the best baseball games, I think, if not the best baseball game we have had all season long, and ends in an Upperman B victory. And they're going to be playing at least 2 more baseball games.
The Bees will travel to Red Bank, the Region 3 3A champions, beginning on Wednesday. We think any 2 days between Wednesday and Friday, but it will likely be Wednesday. Could end up playing 2 on Wednesday. We will wait and see, but they are victorious today, 3-2. The stat line's incredible in this ball game, in an absolute war.
3 runs on 7 hits. There was 1 error in the field for the Bees. 2 runs on 6 hits. 1 error in the field for Lawrence County. At the plate, Justin Fallon. He was 2 for 4. Chris Worsing had a great day at the plate. 2 for 4. Run batted in, run scored. 1 for 3 day for Carson Troop. And then how about 8 and 9? Carson Holroyd and Evan Huddleston. Both 1 for 3. Both scoring a run as well. Chris Worsing gets the win on the mound. 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And then Fallon comes in relief with 2 innings, 1 hit allowed, no runs, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. And the Alec Wilson save. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts to finish it off.
We've talked so much about the lineup this year, but fitting that in the end, it was the arms. The depth of arms that this Upperman team has gets them through the day. They'll be looking to rely on it in a 3-game series against Red Bank. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Jacob, good luck today, but it's all you, my friend.
I've been thinking about it for a while. Give me Alec Wilson with it. I mean, that effort to come in that situation, and you have to face Alex Bedford with the game on the line, with your season on the line. First of all, huge shout-out to Chris Worsing, the sophomore getting the start. He was good. He was really good, and he got the job done at the plate as well. But Alec Wilson, he's going to be your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game in this one.
You also have to shout out Justin Fallon.
Absolutely.
Because he got him into that moment. But Alec Wilson comes in, and ultimately that ended up. How ironic is it? For all the talk we've had about the ace in the hole for the Bees, the ace in the hole was their ace standing over at first base. They used the rules to their advantage. He's eligible to pitch. He comes back in and gets his first save of the season. And now the Bees really a little unfinished business, having to go to the Chattanooga area and try and get back to the spring fling. They felt like Tullahoma went on their run last year. They got an opportunity to try to put their own run together this year and bookend this senior class's unbelievable career.
It's going to be going to Red Bank, and you said it. Got to go on the road like they did last year to Signal Mountain, but this year feels like they're a little bit better set up to go on the road. They've got their 3 pitchers in Juju Yano, Alec Wilson, and Chris Worsing, and now Justin Fallon as well. The bats came to life in that ball game and against Stowe Memorial, responding well in that Stowe Memorial game. It's going to be a fun week next week with the Upperman Bees.
We'll be there for all the action from Red Bank. Whenever the games are played, we'll let you know. Of course, we hope you'll join us on Monday, weather permitting, from Crump Paris Park, when the Gordonsville Tigerettes, the #1 ranked team, back-to-back state champion Tigerettes, welcome in East Robertson. Well, they will win by a lot, but we'll have a lot of fun calling the game from the outfield in Crump Paris Park. And then we will do it on Wednesday from Red Bank as the Bees look to return to the state tournament for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. A tremendous Region 4 3A tournament's in the books. Tullahoma won it earlier on today, and the Bees come out as the #2 seed with that gutsy 3-2 victory over the Lawrence County Wildcats. Thank you so much to Gentry's Power Equipment for being the presenting sponsor of our entire broadcast. This will be our final broadcast from the Jeff Petey Goolsby Press Box this season. They're not in here right now, but we want to thank the Press Box boys for making it very entertaining for us to be here a whole bunch of times, about 20-plus times this year, and, of course, on the road as well when we turn into the Bleacher Boys. And it is the Jeff Petey Goolsby Press Box for a reason. We'll be with him on Wednesday from Red Bank, but he's the best in the business here with the Radar Gun. Petey, we appreciate you, my friend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We'll remind you to keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area. I'll say it to my mom specifically. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day to two, my wife, Desiree, and my mom, Rachel.
Absolutely. Well, we hope you all have a very great Mother's Day. Then join us on Monday for softball action. Your final score tonight from Baxter. It's Upperman 3, Lawrence County 2. The Bees survive and advance. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent and everybody at UCR. Have a great night, everybody.